What's up, guys? Bang, bang. It is lunch money time while Wall Street's trying to get rich. The rest of us trying to get our lunch money right. Before we start, in uniform, I hope you're in uniform too. Tweet at us if you got the black hoodie or the black t-shirt. Just tweet at us and say hashtag lunch money and I'll go and I might crack some jokes.
Why does Starbucks still have the Christmas cups?
Because Christmas ain't canceled and everyone knows it. Don't forget that Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi. BlockFi has 3 products. They buy and sell crypto on their crypto exchange. You can deposit crypto and earn up to 8.6% APY in an interest-bearing account. Or you can deposit crypto and take out a US dollar loan to get your crypto collateral. Go get a BlockFi account. Go to blockfi.com/pomp. Blockfi.com/pomp. Go do it. Don't miss out. What's up?
Bitcoin had a big morning. It blew past $48,000 to hit another record high as major financial firms warm to the cryptocurrency.
Hey, listen, I know that everyone's walking around here trying to pretend like, ooh, the Bitcoin asset.
Your tie is not.
The Bitcoin asset. We told y'all. We memed and we gift y'all. We literally are going to meme our way to success. We told y'all. I've been right about this for years. I've been telling y'all. She's mad. She's literally kicking me underneath the table.
Before we started this thing, I said, you need to eat some humble pie.
That's fine. By the way, it could all change tomorrow. I fully understand that. But I'm just saying that up to this point, exactly what we said was going to happen is happening. We told you. So nobody can act surprised. It could change. The circumstances, the environment, the regulatory, all that stuff could change. And the future is not guaranteed. Past performance is not an indicator of future performance. But up until now,
all right, substance.
Exactly what we said has happened. So maybe Bitcoiners actually understand more about this asset, this network, and the economy better than all the talking heads and the people on Wall Street who are fighting over who got 7 or 8% returns. Go ahead.
Bank of New York Mellon, the nation's oldest bank, did you know that, is making the leap into the market for cryptocurrencies. The custody bank said it will hold, transfer, and issue Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies on behalf of its asset management clients. This is big, isn't it?
This is very big. This is part of what sent Bitcoin to an all-time high earlier today. The reason why this is big, in my opinion, just my personal opinion, is not only that they are going to do this, that they're going to custody and transfer assets, they're going to issue stable coins, they're going to do all that stuff, but it's because who their customers are. BNY Mellon has public pension funds, endowments, hospital systems, insurance companies.
Do you think they did this as a result of demand from their customers? Like it was a bottom up push? Or do you think they are like, oh, we're going to be innovative. You can now transfer and like Bitcoin.
I think that they understand that there is going to be a massive shift. The framework I've used for a long time. Before the 70s and 80s, we were in the analog age of assets. Everything was physical. There was physical stock certificates, physical bonds, physical deeds to your home, physical cash, whatever. We then transitioned to an electronic CUSIP world, meaning that when you buy a stock today, you don't get the physical certificate. It's an electronic CUSIP that exists in a centralized database. Same thing with your cash, right? With your money. You don't get physical cash normally. 92% of the money supply is literally just electronic CUSIPs in a centralized database. All of that is now going to go through another transition from electronic CUSIPs to digital assets. BNY Mellon, Fidelity, Guggenheim, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, all these massive institutions, they know that that's happening. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to position themselves so that they can benefit and be leaders in this new world.
Yeah, but why did they resist it? Like, why did JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon resist it then?
Well, I think that one of the things that is definitely a little bit different is that they were specifically talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Their whole idea is like, you can't break down the dollar. You can't, whatever, right? It's going to be currencies. What he missed was the broader story. He was always a blockchain, not Bitcoin guy. Well, Guess what? That's the wrong way to be because it's Bitcoin. And then, yes, there will be digitized or tokenized stocks, bonds, other currencies and commodities, but you can't ignore the leader in the market. And that's what they're all kind of getting the crash course on.
So
Go ahead.
So are these banks afraid of the regulators?
No.
Or do you think they've talked to the Oh, okay.
There ain't a single bank on Wall Street that's doing anything without talking to the regulators first, making sure that they're good to go.
So why haven't the regulators talked about it publicly?
They have.
Oh.
Yeah, they've already said Bitcoin's not a security. They said Ether isn't a security. Remember, the market's regulated. If you are in this space and you operate a business, you still have to have money transfer license. You still have to have a broker-dealer license if that's applicable. You still need to do KYC, AML. Like, you're still a regulated entity if you're participating here. It's just that it was a new thing and everyone was scared of the new thing. Well, scared money don't make money. Don't forget that.
Uber CEO Dara Dara, the CEO of Uber, I will learn to pronounce it one day. I just don't like butchering people's names. Said that the company discussed and quickly dismissed the idea of investing in Bitcoin, but told CNBC the ride-hailing company could potentially accept the cryptocurrency as payment. To which you have to say what?
I like the idea that they are open to the concept of accepting it as payment. I really like him. I think he's very rational. But you know that I had to come in with the windmill 360 dunk on Twitter when they said that they're not going to put it on their balance sheet. And I said, Uber has no profits to invest in Bitcoin.
Well, he said, we're going to keep our cash safe. We're not in the speculation business. I think it makes sense for Uber. I think it makes sense for Uber as the CEO.
Cool. So hold on to your cash that's losing value at an unprecedented rate. When the $1.9 trillion is printed later this year, in the next couple of weeks, 40%, 40% of all dollars in circulation will have been created in the last 12 months.
Guys, by the way, this is what happens when you're married to somebody like Anthony. Last night I was sitting at dinner. I didn't tell you this, but we were sitting at dinner and I was like thinking, and what I was thinking about is, I wonder how like the 1.9 trillion is just going to get printed. Like, do you think there's someone sitting there and just waiting? They're like, all right, Jim, press the button. And he's like, all right. And then it's just like out. Like, how do they do it?
Well, no, it doesn't go out. It's all electronic. It's like going into your bank account. Imagine if you go in your bank account, you're just like Control Alt Delete and you just then type in a new number. That's what they get to do.
But is Jim the one doing it? They're like, all right, Jim.
Why are you being sexist? Maybe it's Sally.
All right, Sally, get on your keyboard and edit the number.
Then
All right.
Maybe Jerome Powell goes and he's like, and then all the central bankers, they all do like a little dance when he does it.
That's exactly what happens.
Right? Actually. Jerome Powell's like, and that's what happens. When they do the 1.9 trillion, let me do that again. When the 1.9 trillion, the central bankers, they get around in the room and little Jerome Powell, and then everyone else around the room like, yeah!
I don't know what that dance is.
And then Jerome Powell's like, yeah! Money printer go, That's what goes on at the central bank when they create money.
Thank you guys for tuning in to this very factually accurate news show.
Yeah, there we go. Right. Look, you could be a central banker.
All right. Twitter, though, unlike Uber, Twitter is considering Bitcoin options, including putting it on its balance sheet. Stop doing that.
Jack Dorsey.
Yeah, this is the CFO was saying this. Twitter's considering adding Bitcoin to its company reserves, et cetera, et cetera. We have done a lot of upfront thinking to consider how we might pay employees should they ask to be paid in Bitcoin, how we might pay a vendor if they ask to be paid in Bitcoin, and whether we need to have Bitcoin on our balance sheet. Wait, so I have a question.
Yes.
So what does it mean to have Bitcoin on your balance sheet? Does that just mean that like with all the money that the company makes, you go and buy Bitcoin and then what? And then you just wait for it to appreciate?
Well, hold on a second. The whole idea of Bitcoin is you're not going back to dollars.
Oh, I see. So you need to diversify into the new.
That's one argument. Another argument is that the dollar is literally just losing value. So like take MicroStrategy. He had $500 million of cash sitting on his balance sheet.
Yeah.
Just sitting there. What do you do with it? If it's just sitting there and it's literally losing value, right? It's losing the purchasing power. Yeah. then what do? You have to protect it.
But
so you have to get out of the dollar. You have to
you're
get into something.
protecting it, but isn't Bitcoin such a volatile asset that if you go, yes, you're protecting it, but what if it goes down?
The dollar's volatile. They printed 40% of all the dollars in the last 12 months. Y'all need to pay attention to this. When an asset price goes up, that also means the dollar is weakening. The dollar is volatile. By the way, so is Bitcoin.
First. The dollar is
all the assets are volatile. Like we're out here pretending just because if we took the logic of the dollar, where it's just $1 equals $1 and applied it to Bitcoin, the Bitcoin's not volatile. Because guess what? When you look at it and you say, okay, we're going to take Bitcoin over the dollar, guess what's losing value? The dollar is crashing compared to Bitcoin. Just math. Just math.
All right. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Well, why are you doing that?
I'm letting people know.
Okay. The final thing is,
I kind of do wish that we knew how they created the 1.9 trillion, like that.
That's
the ritual.
That's what I was wondering.
I personally hope it's what I just said, but I doubt it.
Tom Brady did a parade on a boat, and then we got a video of him walking out, being held and walked because he is a little tipsy, and he retweeted the quote tweeted. This was very smart of him, by the way, to get on top of this story, but he quote retweeted the video of him, barely walking, and said, "Nothing to see her." He misspelled here. "Nothing to see her, just little avocado tequila." Of course it's avocado because he's healthy.
He spelled it all like he was drunk.
That's funny.
Look, if you win, you get a party. My father used to tell me all the time, you want to know what is fun? Winning is fun. You want to have fun playing sports? Win. That's the way to have fun. You want to have a bad time? Then go lose. If you want to have fun, win. Tom Brady won. He gets to go have fun. Guess who's not having fun? The Kansas City Chiefs. If you want to have fun, win. He's a winner. He won. That means he gets to get drunk, and that means he's allowed to do whatever he wants.
You know who I like, though? There's another video of Gronk just dancing it up on a boat. He is having the time of his life. I don't know anybody who has more fun than Rob Gronkowski.
Because he wins. If you win, you get to have fun.
All right. Oh, wait.
I'm waiting for you because now is your moment. This is your moment, and you're almost late.
#AskLM. Ask lunch money time.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay.
Let's get to it.
All right. Rosharsh Rangoon. Hi, Pomp and Pimp. I've been checking out the Pomp crypto job site. Thanks for the resource, by the way, and have applied to a couple of the ops roles that seem to fit with my background. Do you have any recommendations for how someone without a background in crypto or tech can make their application stand out to businesses in this space?
I don't have necessarily any secrets, but what I will say is that I talk to these companies pretty periodically right now, and there are a ton of people applying. There's a company the other day who went on, they posted a couple of jobs. In the first 3 days, they had over 200 people apply to the jobs. So there's a lot of people. One thing I would do if I was applying for the roles is I would keep applying to the same thing. Just go in, copy and paste it, and just do it like every day, right? And so what it does is like, there's like, hey man, this guy's applied like 10 times. And maybe we should look at his.
I don't know if that's a good strategy.
That's something I would do.
I would personally go try to find who's hiring for the role on Twitter or somewhere. That's how I got my job at Fortune. I literally guessed people's emails from their Twitter accounts. I was like, it's probably first name, period, last name at fortune.com. And I emailed them my resume and stuff. And I was like, hey, like I'm really interested in this. And because I took that extra step, they gave me a look.
Yes, I completely agree. One other thing I will say is, actually, I can't offer that because people will abuse it.
Before you offer it.
Go to pompcryptojobs.com and you can apply. It's completely free. I made it free for anyone who wants to apply. Go apply. The companies are all paying attention. There's already a number of people who have been hired. Literally, one company put up 2 roles. In the first week, they hired one person. They put out a job offer to the second. So
That's awesome.
I promise you they're looking. Please go apply if you want a job.
Another thing I'll say is like, try to tell the people like what you would change about I think we've talked about this before, but like show what you can do. Like why you would be good for the role by showing them.
Facts.
Paul Sierra. Currently working as a consultant, civil engineering, going into my 6th year in the industry for a private firm, but interested in the innovation crypto investing markets. How would you make the transition? Do you need an assistant/intern? I'll take the next flight to Miami or NYC to help out.
I can't hire everybody.
He really wants to, though, guys. He really wants to.
I'll build an army and we'll go take on the world. No, what I would do is I basically would look at all the open roles that are on either the job site or you can just go directly to companies' websites. And what I would look at is say, okay, here's a Venn diagram. Here's the companies that I'm interested in terms of what their mission is, what their product is, what they're trying to accomplish. And then here's the roles that they're hiring for. Put those together. What's the thing in the middle? That's what I would go focus on. And remember, there's 2 things that go into these roles. 1, can you do the job they need? And 2, do you have crypto knowledge? And so if I was trying to position myself over the next 6 months to get a job in the crypto industry, what I would do is I spend a bunch of time learning as much as I could about crypto. And then I also would spend a bunch of time just networking, like try to meet as many of the people working at these companies as possible and just stay in front of them. One of the keys to getting hired at a company, I always say this, is do the job before you have the job.
Said that. That's what I was trying to say with show them what you can do.
Oh, explain that.
Well, no, just like if I'm applying to be a graphic designer somewhere, like I would redo their site and send them a sample and say, look at what I can do.
Yes.
I don't know how you do that with crypto, but.
Well, it's the same roles, right? So like a sales role, for example, or a business partnership role. Let's say that Polina was the hiring manager and I showed up. Other than my good looks, obviously, might pique her interest. I would show up and what I would say is, I would say, hey, so my thought process is that you guys are trying to work with these types of companies. I actually already have 3 companies that I've talked to that would like a meeting. Could you please tell me who internally I should introduce them to? Somebody's like, well, damn, like we don't have to really do the interview because we know you could do it. Like you already got 3 leads for us, right? And so it's that type of stuff that I think really, really is valuable for folks in the interview process because it helps you stand out. It shows that you have a propensity for action. And then on top of it, like, you're just being helpful. Like, damn, okay, well, what else can you do? Like, let's just go, your desk is over there.
Looks at, yeah. Watch this. Anthony, when you say pique my interest, how do you spell pique?
First of all, don't be trying to quiz me like I'm a monkey.
You quizzed me on Bitcoin the other day.
Pique, P-I-C-Q-U-E.
P-I-Q-U-E.
Ah, dang. I was so close.
Okay.
Hey, how do you know that? English is your second language. How do you know?
I know a lot of languages. I know the language of love. Okay, ready? So you guys may remember Moist from yesterday.
I'm not responding to that nonsense.
Moist from yesterday was saying day 1 of commenting on here until Pomp gives me a job.
Yesterday was day 1?
Yesterday was day 2.
Did he do it?
Yes.
Are you sure? Did you check?
Oh, I checked. And the people came and they said, let's go Moist. I'm rooting for Moist. Bang, bang, y'all just unleashed the moisture. And then Marco Lucchesini said, I want to take the same challenge as Moist. Consider this as my comment number 1.
It's only for Moist. Only Moist is doing this. What did I say? 90 days?
90 days is a long time. Do you want to shorten it?
No. I might extend it if y'all aren't careful. 90 days. He's got to comment every day for 90 days. And then what did I say I was going to do?
Get on a call.
All right, fair. Lock it in, book it. Consider this the receipt.
What is 90 days?
For 90 days, if you comment every day, I'll get on a call.
Or 88 days from now.
No, 90 total.
What you said? Yeah.
All right, so today's day 3?
Today is day 3.
We need a moist counter in the bottom. That's what we need. We're going to need a moist counter. Matt and Jordy, who edit this, we're going to need a moist counter in the bottom. We're on day 3.
Hashtag unleash the moisture. yeah, this is bad.
All right, is that it?
That's it. All right, guys.
I just thought of a joke, but Anthony, it's a kid's show. I'm just going to keep on trucking.
Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.